Hello, good evening. It's me again. I'm back. It's been a while. Due to some problems at home, you guys already well know that my parents passed away in the span of 11 months. And I'm really appreciative of all the kind words that were delivered and given through me through a variety of means. And I appreciate from every one of you guys that have done so. Anyway, I'm back creating videos, and I've been getting this particular question kind of is close to my heart because it's about not just the Navy, but because about Naval Station Everett. And you guys who doesn't know, I live in a small town of Marysville, Washington, just north of Everett Naval Station, 9.5 miles actually. So they have asked me because of reports that we find factual that the brand new frigate FFGX Constellation class has been canceled. And if you've been following the Constellation class, it has been deemed and planned that all 12 of them, purposely, supposedly 12 of them, are going to be stationed in Naval Station Everett. Now, whether that's true or not is no longer it doesn't is no longer viable at this time because the whole program was canceled, with the exception, but I think two or four that are in the construction phase. But what does that really mean? Look, it's dawned upon us that we need hulls. Now, again, this is not scripted. I don't have a speech. I don't have a line. I don't have a board in front of me where I could just read this stuff. This is all coming from in here because uh, this topic has been fraught with so many issues for months now, and I do believe it's just about right that the Navy cancels it. Even though through all of these issues that we've been having, the doomed Zumwalt class, DDGs, the doomed LCS class, littoral combat ship, or what we call a little crappy ships, and then now the Constellation class. The Constellation class was supposed to be a stopgap for us to be able to build more hulls for our beloved Navy, simply because we are falling behind the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy, which now has the most number of hulls in the world for a navy dedicated for a particular country. So the U.S. Navy no longer holds that throne. We had been surpassed, though we still possess a number of game-changing weapon systems. But that's another topic of conversation. So why is this? Why is this particular frigate? Why was it doomed to begin with? Okay. Oh gosh, you'd think we would have learned our lessons from the Zumwalt, the LCSs, and now we canceled the FFGX. Our beloved Arleigh Burke class, I think there's about 75 of them in our inventory right now, is our workhorse. It's a $2 to $3.5 billion per warship, and if we were going to build the FFGX, it was going to cost about 900 million bucks, $1 billion. And if we built 20 of them, that would allow us to plan ahead on the next replacement for the DGG Arleigh Burkes. Or actually, we haven't even talked about this, the old Ticonderoga class, right? That's another problem that we have to address. We are decommissioning all our Tyco class, 122 VLS cells in every hull. That is more than an Arleigh Burke, which I think only can carry 92. So 122 is a lot. We didn't even learn. We wanted to refurbish 5 of them so that they could go deploy one more time at the expense of $7 billion. How do I know that? 3 of them are up here. I think 4 of them are up here in Seattle being refurbished. ATG says it's not even worthy to go out to sea. We wasted $7 billion. You'd think we would have learned. But why were all of this just became an issue right now? Look, the FFGX was supposed to be designed as a commonality feature with the Italian frame type frigates, right? So the thought pattern was, if we were just going to use their design, quick fix. We have the hull, right? We have the capability to get it built because it's already being used by 3 different navies of our Western NATO allies. Okay? But here's the problem. When you design something for a particular navy, now you have to encompass the functionality of that design to your navy. It didn't work. Let's put it this way. The initial plan was to have 85% commonality features with those frigates used by the Italian, German, and what's the other one? I think the Dutch Navy, if I'm not mistaken, right? But our Navy has decided that we were going to put all our eggs in one basket. You see, the Italian Navy, all those 3 countries didn't have everything, an all functional ship for all varieties of purposes. One class was built for anti-submarine. The other class was built for anti-air. And the other class was built for anti-surface. We wanted everything on one ship. It's like a mini Arleigh Burke, right? We wanted VLS cells, like 32 to 64. It's on a frigate, right? We wanted a gun. We wanted CWIS systems. We wanted anti-submarine warfare system. We wanted helo hangars. We wanted surveillance and radar systems. Look, when you put it in a VLS system, what do you need? A spy array radar system, right? Well, it became too much to where now they had to add weight. Another 700 to about 900 tons on a system that was supposed to be 85% commonality, right? With the Italian design. Well, when you try to change so much, there's no commonality. That's why the price surged up to about $1.5 billion each. Might as well just build another Arleigh Burke, right? So that's the summary of it all. You can just see my frustration. You know, why did we even try to decommission the Perry class? That was my second ship, a Oliver Perry class Hazard frigate. But again, it's an old design, and the weapon systems just weren't capable. Now we're back to the old LCS type of product, right? It wasn't just not enough. It wasn't battle worthy, but they just crammed so much new technology in it that it doesn't even work. You know, transmission issues, engine issues, the packages that were supposed to be modularized for those particular hulls didn't exist. So it's frustrating, you know. To top it off, we thought we already took care of the production issue. And that's the very reason why we're in this problem, where we have this product that we can't even fix, we can't even create. We can't produce it. Why? We don't have enough shipbuilders that can produce it, especially when you deviate away from the commonality features of it, right? Duh. So, to answer that question, no, Naval Station Everett is not getting it because we're not getting that particular frigate. Now we're going to get a Coast Guard color, which, okay, I don't even know if I got the time right now, right? But that would be another topic of discussion. So, yes, the answer is no, we're not going to get this particular frigate because we're not going to get any frigate at all, right? So who knows what's going to happen. So to those that are envisioning to get Naval Station Everett to get into this frigate, not going to happen. You're better off getting on an Arleigh Burke when we have about 8 of them up here at Naval Station Everett, all right? So to all the women out there, men and women, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, to all of you guys deployed. I love all of you guys, each and every one of you. Remember, there are people out here that, like myself, that do what we do because you do what you do. It's been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to have served, especially our beloved Navy. Enjoy the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Post.